Today I'm going to show you tips, tricks, and hidden features for the Apple Watch. I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips, tricks, and hidden features, allowing you to be an expert by the end of this video. Let's get started. The first thing you should do when you get your Apple Watch is update it, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can make sure that your Apple Watch is on the latest software. All you have to do is just press the digital crown like I just did. The digital crown is this button right here. It rotates up and down. All you do is just give it one press and all of your apps show up. Now there are multiple ways to access your settings and to update. The first way is right here on your Apple Watch. You just head over to the settings icon, which is right here in the top right. You tap on settings and then you scroll down to general and then you tap on general. And then right here it says software update. You tap on software update and it loads the latest version of the software. If you're on the latest version of the software, it'll say it's up to date and you're good to go. But we can see that there's one software update available for us, and we can hit this download and install button on our Apple Watch. But there are a couple things to keep in mind when you update your software on your Apple Watch. In order for this to be successful, you have to make sure your Apple Watch is connected to the charger. So you can see I've got my Apple Watch here connected to the charger, and it's allowed me to update my Apple Watch successfully. So it needs to be connected to the charger, and then it also needs to have at least 50% battery. So if we go into our control center, which we press this side button right here, and it opens up control center, and you can see what your battery percentage is right here on the top. It says it's at 84%. So in order to update your Apple Watch, you need to be at 50% or more, and your Apple Watch needs to be connected to the charger. And you just press the digital crown, you find the settings icon right here, and you tap on it. And of course, you go through the menu options that we went through before, general, software update, and then you scroll down and you've got this download and install option right here on your Apple Watch. Another way you can update your Apple Watch is using your iPhone. So if we unlock our iPhone, we can head over to the Watch app. So we looked at the Watch app earlier on our iPhone right here. We tap on it and it opens up to our Apple Watch. And we can go through those same commands to access the update. Under right here at the very bottom, it says My Watch. We'll tap on that. And then it says General. Right here I tap on General, and then at the very top I've got Software Update. I can tap on Software Update and it brings up the latest software. Now the same rules apply. You need to have at least 50% charge on your Apple Watch, and you need to make sure it's on the charger while you're updating. So our Apple Watch is on the charger right here. We can see that. I'm going to go ahead and press this download and install. It's going to ask for our passcode. We type in our passcode, and now it asks us to agree to the terms and service. We hit agree, and it starts downloading, and it shows estimating time remaining. So after this downloads, we'll be able to update to our latest software right here on the Apple Watch. And in this method, I'm using the iPhone to download the software to the watch. So it's downloading, about 40 seconds remaining. We'll go ahead and let this process, and as soon as it's downloaded successfully, we'll take a look at the download process on the watch and what that looks like when it installs the watchOS software. You'll see that your Apple Watch begins to prepare to update, and a loading bar will come across as it does the preparing. And after this is done, it'll restart and resume with updating to the latest version of watchOS. So you'll just have to make sure it's connected to a charger and that it continues to prepare and load. If you have any issues with it loading, you can try restarting your phone or restarting your watch, and all you have to do is make sure that it successfully prepares and loads all of the content on the watch in order for it to install the latest version of the watch operating system. So you'll see your Apple Watch restart, and a circle will appear around the Apple Watch and lines will fill up as the circle completes and the installation goes on, and then the Apple Watch will restart and you'll be up to date with the latest software. And of course you can check the Apple Watch app to see where you are, and you can see the Apple Watch is currently restarting and loading up the latest software as we speak. And it's really creative and cool that you can stay up to date with all the latest bug fixes and security enhancements after you install the latest software on your watch. Definitely something you should do as soon as you get your watch to be secure and safe and have all the latest features on your device. So as soon as the Apple Watch restarts, we'll be fully up to date on our software and we'll be good to go. If you love to stay up to date with your latest iPhone, you're going to love to stay up to date with the latest 3-in-1 L-Gear charger that charges your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods all at the same time, just like this. Perfect for standby mode. If you set this on a nightstand, you can flip through all the different widgets on your iPhone standby mode, and it is beautiful. You can wirelessly charge your iPhone, your MagSafe compatible device here your Apple Watch and your AirPods, and you can get your very own 3-in-1 wireless charger. Get 15% off using the code AppFind. Click the link in the description to get your very own wireless 3-in-1 L Gear charger. After you've turned on your Apple Watch and successfully updated, you will get a notification with an update complete message. Your Apple Watch is now up to date, and you can go ahead and dismiss this or press the digital crown to head back over to your notification center or go to your home screen right here with the watch face. So you can see the watch face right now has some things around it. You got the clock, and then you've got all these things around it in the corners. Those are called complications on the watch, and you can modify them and modify things on your watch face by holding down. You can see when your watch face goes to sleep here, this is what it looks like. The seconds stop counting, and it creates kind of like a dimmed mode, but you can just tap on your watch and you can get access back to the watch face, and the seconds start to count again. And this happens naturally when you flick your wrist the opposite way. It automatically goes into the dim mode, and then when you flick it right back around and you look at it, it wakes up automatically. So we can modify the things on our watch face by tapping the watch and then holding down on the watch face. And you can see here there is an edit button. I can come here and edit, and I can change the different colors here. I can use the digital crown to scroll up and down to change the colors. We can go to a midnight color or this red color. You see there's a ton of color options here. I like let's go with the orange color. We can scroll over to there and then tap on it. So we've got this orange color set up. I can swipe to the right, and now I can modify the complications. Complications are these little widgets in the top and bottom corners of the Apple Watch face. So I can tap right here on this complication. I can see it's set for activity. I'll go ahead and leave activity there. I can go ahead and tap on the right. I can see that it's set for temperature. I'll leave that one there. And then I can tap on the left one in the top right here. I can see that's set for UV index. I can scroll down. I can find another option here like wind. I can tap and put wind there, and now it's there in the top left. I can tap in the bottom, and I see the energy for my current location is set. I can scroll down, and we can select something like home or another option there, and now the home app is available. So you can modify whichever complications you are, hit the digital crown that saves them, and then tap on the watch face to get access. And you can see now the home app is there, the wind is there, the temperature is there, and the activity is there right here on our watch face. Another cool thing you can do with the watch faces is you can add more than one. All you have to do is just tap and hold, and then you can swipe over to the right, and there's an option for a new watch face. You just press this new button, and you can scroll down, and they've got dozens of watch faces here on your Apple Watch, and you can add whichever one that you want. We can check out some of the new watch faces. We can scroll down. I like the Snoopy one. You just press the add button, and then it adds it. And now I can come in here and modify it as I want with the digital crown. I can change the style of it by moving up or down and selecting which number pattern I like the best. We'll go ahead with this pattern. I can swipe to the right and change the color. We can go ahead and select a color here. Let's go with Peppermint Patty. And then I can go ahead and swipe over that there are no other options available, so I can hit the digital crown to lock in those options, tap on it, and now I've got a brand new watch face right here on my Apple Watch. And I can switch between watch faces. If you have more than one favorite, you can wear them for the occasion. So you can go ahead and hold down on that Apple Watch and move right over to the one that you want to select. So this was our default Apple Watch favorite that we had here, and then we can hold down and go to our new favorite that we just created, the Snoopy with the Peppermint Patty green background. So on the Apple Watch, you can set multiple watch faces. You just hold down and you swipe over to the right and you hit the plus button, and you can scroll down. You can see that they've got dozens of watch faces here that you can select. I love the liquid metal watch face. Right here we can add that, and then I can scroll down and use the digital crown to select which version that I want, whether I want gold or silver. We'll go with gold, and then I can swipe over. I can make it full screen or a circular option. I like the full screen, it covers everything, and there are no complications available. And then all we do is just hit the digital crown to lock in our settings here, and then we tap on the face, and now we've got this brand new watch face right here on our watch. And this looks stunning, the liquid metal. I love checking it out every time. If we turn away If we don't look at the watch, it goes into its sleep mode, it dims, and then when we turn around, it wakes right back up, and it's beautiful. So it's very nice. It doesn't use a lot of battery life, it doesn't stay on, it doesn't keep moving around, so it definitely goes into the dim mode to conserve battery life. And then when you tap on it or you flick your wrist upwards, it automatically comes on and you can see that effect. So this looks great, and then of course you can tap and hold and switch to whichever watch face that you want and make any modifications that you want on your Apple Watch. Now another cool factor here is you can do all of this in the Watch app on your phone. So if we bring in our iPhone to the video screen here and we unlock, we have all of our watch faces that we just created right here in the Watch app. And you may be wondering, how do we get to the Watch app again? It should be on your home screen, but if not, you can hit the search button and you can type in watch and then tap on watch. And now you're in the Watch app and you see it has all the settings that we just created right here on our Apple Watch, but now on our iPhone. This may be easier to modify on a bigger screen. If we want to come in, we can tap the Snoopy settings here and modify which color it is right here on our iPhone. And you can see all the various different colors they got. We can change it to the Lucy blue color here. We can see the different styles that they have. You can see them large and clear. You can tap on them. And when we make these changes, they happen live on the watch. And it's really neat because right now you can see that we have a different watch face. We don't have the Snoopy watch face on. But if we go ahead and hit set as current watch face, look what happens. It magically turns on Snoopy. And now when we flick the wrist up, all the settings we just created are right there. And all you have to do is just open the Watch app and you can make any modifications with this large screen. You can see all the complications, all the styles, all the colors, very clear. And it's much easier to navigate on the bigger screen than it is on the Apple Watch. If we take a look at complications, so this palette watch face right here, we can change the color of it. We can scroll down, we can select a different gradient like this one right here. And then complications are available on this watch, which are essentially widgets where we have the home app, the activity, the temperature. We can come over here and select complications right here in the Watch app on this setting here. So we can go up to the top left, which is wind. We can change it to voice memos. And then we can go to top right, change it to walkie-talkie. Bottom left, we can say mail. And then bottom right, we can say battery. And then all we have to do to set this watch face, I'm going to hit the set as current watch face button and you'll see it magically will update just like that on my Apple Watch. And now I have all of those settings. Now walkie-talkie would like to send notifications, so I can scroll down and it says walkie-talkie would like to send notifications. They may appear alerts. And I can hit continue, I can change this. And a new notification just pops up, the raise to speak. This allows you to use Siri just by lifting your hand up and you don't have to say the magic word like the hey in front of it or yell out Siri's name. All you have to do is just raise your wrist. I'll hit continue for that. And then we'll exit out. And then it goes back to the first notification that came in, the walkie-talkie, and we'll go ahead and hit allow. So if we use the walkie-talkie feature to talk to other people, we can get notifications when people try to talk to us. So we can check out all the new complications we just added using the iPhone and the Watch app on the iPhone. We've got the battery, we've got mail, we've got voice memos, and we've got the walkie-talkie in the top right. So really cool that you can come in here and modify all of your Apple Watch settings under the My Watch tab right here at the very bottom, and select all of your different faces right here and make any modifications that you need to right here on the Apple Watch app with a bigger screen and much easier to play with than it is if on the Apple Watch. If you're doing it on the Apple Watch, it's perfect if you're on the go or if you need to make a quick modification really quick, but it's also incredible that you can do this on the larger screen on your iPhone too. So that's how you add faces and make modifications and add different complication widgets on your Apple Watch. A fun way to customize it and personalize it and make it your very own watch with your unique style and your unique widgets as complications. So really fun feature to check out, something you can definitely do as soon as you get your Apple Watch. Check out today's sponsor, Surfshark. You can use the link in the description and get Surfshark, a virtual private network, 24 months for just $2.49. It's a great way to protect your privacy and has a great application that you can install and get started today with a virtual private network on your devices. Use the link in the description and you get 24 months for just $2.49. One of my favorite features is the ability to raise your wrist and speak to Siri. You don't have to say a command in front, it will just automatically start listening when you raise your wrist and start speaking. Let's take a look. What's the weather today? And just like that.
Clear 168 degrees.
It responds. Now you can also access Siri by using the digital crown right here. You just hold, what's the weather tomorrow?
Here's the weather tomorrow.
And it accesses Siri. So all you have to do is just hold down the digital crown, it'll start listening, you say your phrase, and then it will answer and respond. So you can also just raise your wrist and start speaking immediately and it will start listening. So one of my favorite features with the Apple Watch is making it really accessible, because sometimes, you're not near HomePod or you're not near a device where you can speak to Siri. You don't have to hold down any button or say any phrase. It will just automatically start listening as you raise your wrist and speak closely to the microphone. So really cool feature that everyone should check out on their Apple Watch. Let's take a look at how we access the notification center on your Apple Watch. Anytime you get a notification on your iPhone, it will ping your Apple Watch and you'll be able to read that notification. All of those notifications are stored in Notification Center, which you access at the top. You just swipe down from the top and then you get access to all the notifications that you've received on your iPhone and Apple Watch. We can see we've got an activity notification, the update complete notification, and what's new notification from the Tips application. You can tap on a notification and get more detail. You can see all the information from that notification, and then you can get rid of it by pressing the dismiss button just like that, and it removes it from your notification center. So whenever you get notifications, they are always stored in the notification center and you access them by swiping up from the top or down from the top, and you get access to all the notifications just like that. So really cool that it mirrors your iPhone, and any notification that you get on your iPhone, it syncs right over to your Apple Watch. So you're always in sync, you're always being notified, and you can manage those on your Apple Watch or on your iPhone. You can swipe to delete them. You can come in here, if we have a notification and we want to get rid of it, we can swipe it and then the X appears and it removes it, or we can tap on it to receive more information and take action like viewing it or opening that particular application. So really cool that you can access all your notifications right here on your iPhone. Next up is Control Center. So accessing Control Center, you just press your side button right here, you press it once and it opens up Control Center. And there are a ton of options right here inside of Control Center. You can modify your Wi-Fi, you can turn that off or on just by pressing that button right there. You can ping your iPhone. If you've misplaced your iPhone, you can press this ping button and take a listen. And just like that, your iPhone starts to ping and a widget appears where you can find your phone. And the closer proximity that you get with your phone, it will appear right here. So we'll look for our phone, and then as soon as it gets near it, it checks it off just like that. But if our phone's far away, I pressed the mute button. Let's unmute ourselves, press the phone button. It's looking for a phone. It tells it that it's 4 feet away, but as I bring it in closer, you can see it's using a chip inside to detect when it gets close and when you find your phone, and then it disappears. So a really neat feature right here inside of the Apple Watch Control Center. You of course got your battery widget where you can tap on that and receive all your battery information, and even enter the low power mode. The low power mode allows it to save and conserve the most battery. If we tap on it, it'll tell you what will happen. So it turns off the always on display, and it limits the sensors and the Wi-Fi connections of your Apple Watch. Incoming notifications are delayed, and it turns off background heart rate measurements, heart rate notifications, blood oxygen measurements. So you can turn it on for a few minutes here, or a day, or 2 days, 3 days, or you can turn it on completely with the turn on button at the very bottom. So those are your battery options for low power mode, and of course you have your battery percentage right there. This mode is your silent mode. You just press it and all notifications will be silent. If you're going to the movie theater and you're in a meeting or you don't want to be notified with any notifications, you just turn on silent mode and you won't be bothered. Theater mode is specifically designed for the theater. It's got the masks right here, and this turns off your display. If we turn on theater mode, it will turn off your always on display. So it won't bother anyone that's in the theater because the Apple Watch always has the display on, but in theater mode, it turns off the display. And the only way to wake up the watch is by tapping it. And you can, of course, go back to Control Center by pressing the side button and then turn off theater mode just like that. But it's perfect when you're going into the theater. You want everything to be dark. You don't want your always on display. Even Another trick to make the display go to sleep, you just put your hand over it and it goes to sleep just like this. If you get a phone call or notification and you want it to go away, you want it to stop making noise, you just cover your Apple Watch and it will mute that phone call, it will silence it, it'll always put it to sleep. So you can just press the digital crown or you can tap on the Apple Watch to wake it back up. But inside of theater mode, when you press the side button and get access to theater mode right here, it will turn off that display so it will not bother anyone in the theater. It'll also automatically turn on the silent mode right here too. So you won't get any notifications and your screen will be completely black. And the only way to wake it up is by tapping on it. Right here, you've got a walkie-talkie mode where you can add contacts in the walkie-talkie section and then send messages to people just by holding down a little walkie-talkie button. And we'll take a look at that app in a second. But you have to add people, they have to have an Apple Watch, and you'll be able to talk to them. You've got a flashlight right here where you can swipe between different modes on the flashlight. Perfect for, moments where you need a lot of light and you don't have any light source. You can just use your Apple Watch. You can press the digital crown to exit. We can press the side button to get back and scroll down and see what other options we have. Right here's our focus modes. We can turn on Do Not Disturb. You can turn it on for an hour or until this evening or until I leave. And that, of course, mutes your notifications and your silent switch. And depending on which focus setting you have on, it will apply all of those rules in that focus setting. So if you want to get calls from a certain person, you can turn on that specific feature in your iPhone settings. Next up is airplane mode. You can turn on airplane mode if you're going on a plane and you want to cut off all of your cellular connections to stay safe there. And then at the end, this watch is waterproof. And if you take a shower or you go and swimming and you get water inside of your phone speaker, you can eject it with the water eject button. You tap on it and then you press and hold the digital crown and it will eject all water inside of the speakers just like that. So those are the options that you have inside of your control center. And of course you can play around with those. You've got a ton more at the very bottom. You can press this edit button and add more and remove whichever ones you don't use often. So you can see here, there's also an AirPlay widget that you can, send music to your Bluetooth speakers or wireless speakers or TV speakers. You've got text size, and then you've got hearing. So tons of options inside of the control center that you can play around with right now on your watch as soon as you open it and get it started. Let's take a look at the activity and fitness app on your Apple Watch. To access all your apps, you press the digital crown button and all of them appear. You can see the fitness app is the one with the 3 circles, the red and green and blue circles there. You can tap on that once and your activity fitness app opens up. And you can take a look at the intro here. You've got the move ring, which tracks your calories burned. You've got the exercise ring, which does anything above a brisk walk. And then you've got the stand ring, which you have to stand up for at least a minute each hour to collect the stand hour. And then you can go ahead and hit get started and it starts to track your rings here. So the more you move, you can scroll down here and see all the calories that you've burned in the day. You can scroll down and see all the exercise we've had in the day. And we can scroll down and see how much we stood in the day. You've got to stand up for at least 1 minute to get one of these blue stand hours. And you can modify your goal just by pressing the plus and minus button right here in the lower right. You can swipe up and you see that plus and minus button right there in the lower right on all of the options here between move, exercise, and stand. So this is the fitness app right here on your Apple Watch, and this tracks your steps. We can scroll down to the very bottom. We can see how many steps we've had today, the distance, and the flight climbed, and any activities like workouts that we've occurred on the Apple Watch. So this is the fitness app, the activity app, and we can take a look at the workout app next, which is right beside the fitness app. We tap on workout. It looks like the green icon with the person moving inside. You tap on that and you've got various different workouts here. You can do an indoor walk, you can do an outdoor walk, indoor run, outdoor cycle, indoor cycle. They've got dozens of various different workouts that you can do right here on your Apple Watch. We can start a hiking workout just by tapping on it right here. Ready, counts down from 3, and just like this, it begins a hiking workout. And you can see the time, how many calories you burn, your heart rate, any elevation gained, and all the different details. You can swipe over and access your music if you're playing on Spotify or Apple Music or another streaming service. And you can swipe over to the very left here in the workout, create a segment, or pause. You can see a segment was just created right there. It tracks that. We can pause the workout and it stops the timer, or we can resume it, or we can end it. And now you can come over here and end the workout or start a new workout. So we'll go ahead and say we're sure and end the workout. So this is the workout app. It goes in tandem with the activity app. If we go back to all of our apps by pressing the digital crown and tap on the activity app, we can scroll down here and any workouts will be attached right here at the very bottom of this application. So if we had our hiking workout and we made some significant progress, it will save it and put it right here inside of the fitness activity app. So really cool that we can come in here and track all of our health, our steps, our workouts right here using our Apple Watch, using those two apps. By far one of the best features of the Apple Watch. Next up, let's take a look at communication. How do we communicate using the Apple Watch? If we press the digital crown, we get access to all of our apps, and the top 3 communication apps are at the very top. You've got the phone, mail, and messages. You can open up the phone, and it's a phone pad. You can come over here, tap that phone pad, and dial the phone number, and make a phone call, and it uses your iPhone to process that phone call. If you have an Apple Watch with a cellular chip in it, you can process that phone call without your iPhone nearby. But if you do not have an Apple Watch with a cellular chip in it, your iPhone will need to be nearby. You can come over here, see your favorites, your recents, your contacts, and voicemail, and you can communicate right here on your Apple Watch using the phone app. And of course, anytime you get a phone call, it'll appear right here on your Apple Watch. We can hit the digital crown, go back to all of our applications, and we can check out the Mail application. Mail would like to send notifications. We can hit the allow button so we know when we get an email, and then all of our email messages will be transferred from our phone app, and we can open up Mail and check out any of the messages inside of the Mail application. And then lastly, we've got the Messages app. We can tap on the Messages app, and we can see all of our messages right here, and we can tap on a message thread. We can even type a message. It has a full keyboard right here. I can say hi. You just swipe to type. You just select, a letter, and you start drawing lines to the next letter. So I can say this is a typing. It said routine. I can press the back button to delete. I say typing. Oh, it's got typing right there in the autocorrect. I can go ahead and type that. Typing and then demo. So you can see it's a bit challenging to write right here on the Apple Watch, but you can keep trying until you get your word. Or you can use dictation. Let's try that. We can press this voice button right here, and then scroll down and dismiss, demo. And then I'm going to hit cancel because it started listening to us prior. So we can try this again. We can press a message and then press the voice demo. This is a typing demo. And then I can hit send, just like that. So you've got multiple methods here to message people on the Apple Watch. One of my favorite methods is the quick suggestions they've got at the very bottom. Anytime you get a message, it uses machine learning to recognize what the message said and then offers some suggestions. So you can just scroll down and tap on a response that it's predicted for you. So you can say, can I call you later? And it automatically sends it just like that. So really cool that you can come in here, you've got full message capabilities right here on your Apple Watch, whether you're typing and swiping, whether you're using dictation. You can come over here, you can use stickers and emoji at the very bottom right here. We can tap on the emoji option, we can tap an emoji and hit send. So they've got full capabilities. The message, you can tap on the App Store and use all of your favorite iMessage apps on the watch. You've got Memoji, Find My, Images, you can find GIFs, Apple Cash, and voice recordings in the lovely heart app and drawing app that we have here. I love using 2 fingers to hold down on this heart app and then send a heart right here. So you can communicate right here on your Apple Watch. It's a lovely way to stay in touch, especially if you want to do it very fast and quick. A message comes in on your Apple Watch, you can tap it and respond to it immediately. So those are the 3 ways you can communicate on your Apple Watch. You've got phone, mail, and messages. A very easy way to come in here. You've got all the apps that are on your iPhone, and you can communicate with anyone using Apple Watch. To see the best AI tools and apps, go to appfind.ai for a full list of hundreds of tools. Also, subscribe to our weekly newsletter using the link in the description at appfind.ai/newsletter to get a weekly email update of the best AI tools in your inbox. And make sure to sign up for other recommended newsletters as well. That way, you can always stay up to date with the latest AI tools in tech. Thanks for checking out today's video on the Apple Watch. If you're not subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to figure out when we come out with our next technology video. We love producing these videos for you. Let us know what your favorite Apple Watch feature is in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and let us know how much you liked it. We loved making this video for you, and we can't wait to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.